It is the Riot Podcast.
Oh, guys, we're almost to the end of the RadioU Fall Fundraiser. And for the podcast, we've got today's show. You've got a, final one tomorrow. That'll wrap up our Fall Fundraiser one. Obi and I are off on Monday. So then Tuesday, we'll return with the super normal long podcast that you normally enjoy. But thank you for everybody for understanding this is how we raise the money to support RadioU. And RadioU, that's how we put on this podcast. So thank you for supporting during our podcast.
So it's the last full day.
It is. So if you go to RadioU.com and donate, include that you're a podcast listener in the comments section at the end of the donation form.
Okay, here's what I got for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Today in the podcast, we talk about the pretzel versus potato chip Reese cup.
Yes.
We talk about Amazon announcing some goodies. We talk about theaters and closing and are we going and what's happening. And honestly, it's just
talking. It's just talking about, what are you going to go see? What is even there? You're out of stuff.
We also have some classic bits. KFC collaborating with the Russians, ignorantly discussing construction, the lone remaining donut.
Oh, that's too bad.
Swinging a dog around is not cool.
This is all stuff that you should be excited to hear during the podcast today.
It's there. Do with it what you will.
Thank you again for supporting RadioU.com for our fall fundraiser, and enjoy the podcast.
Bye.
A Rotten Tomatoes score so high, they refuse to make it public. The Riot on Radio U.
Oh, man, it's been like 10 days since I've really seen crazy up close.
Right? This is the part that you miss.
These two women are in a fight, and this woman has her dog.
It's a puppy.
Well, we don't know it's a puppy.
It looks like a puppy.
It could be a little dog.
No, it looks like a puppy.
So she's got her dog on a leash. So she's swinging it around to hit the purse.
It's the worst looking thing. It's so bad that, remember, when things are so bad, all we could do is laugh at it. Like, how could this possibly be happening?
Who does that?
I know. That's what I was saying.
Whose first instinct is
swinging this puppy at this lady.
My dog at you.
So they were saying that. I think there were other dogs in the other car for the two ladies that were fighting with each other. And at first, everybody's like, okay, the police dealt with it. But then once they saw the video of this lady swinging the puppy at the lady, that they're going to probably bring animal charges against her.
Who does this? Why would you? I've never in my life been walking a dog, which I've done many times, and thought to myself, you take a dog with you maybe for protection.
Yeah.
I see a lot of women out running with dogs, and I get that because it's like, if you mess with her, you're going to have to mess with the dog. And by mess with the dog, it's probably going to lick you and love you because a lot of dogs are like that. But
in this case,
this lady brought a dog for protection as a weapon. No. Not that the dog would attack you, that she would use the dog as a weapon.
I don't think she went into this doing that. She just is terrible. And so that's what she did. She just got up in the moment.
You know what? Maybe not, Nikki. Maybe.
Have you seen the video?
You know what? Maybe.
She's really swinging the poor puppy around. And it is a puppy.
I know. But what I'm saying is maybe they just she had a moment where she was being attacked and she didn't know what to do.
No, she's going after the lady with it. Nope.
I don't know. I'm just saying that all we're seeing is this video and we don't really know what happened. So we weren't there.
This was in Halifax, Canada.
Wait, what? So that can't happen in Canada. They're super nice there.
Well, they'll apologize later. That wasn't her dog. If I'm reading this correct, she took the dog from the other driver and then started swinging the dog around.
Okay, well, that makes perfect sense then.
So it's not even her puppy.
Okay.
And she's just throwing it around.
Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable, sure.
So I don't think this isn't even in the heat of the moment where she had her own dog. Nope, she planned to do this. I
haven't even read the story. You guys just caught me in mid OMG. She's using the dog as a whip.
The two ladies were in one they were in one vehicle. They confronted two females in another car because one of them got cut off in the drive-thru.
I'll tell you, if you've ever had somebody sneak in front of you in the drive-thru, it's very frustrating.
So then they went side by side. They started, punching each other through the open window.
Yeah.
And then they got out, and that's when they started using the puppy as a thing. Yeah, as a weapon.
As a weapon. And you know what? Again, I've been 10 days without this stuff, and I don't know.
Come back from vacation, right? This is what we come back for.
The funny thing is that I did fine without it. Like I did fine without Canadian crazy, or American for that matter.
The worst of the worst. Are you ready? The Riot Podcast. RadioU.
So Reese's has been slowly but surely leaking. And they're very embarrassed.
You mean leaking details?
Well, have you seen a lot of people posting pictures of how Reese's is going to have potato chips in them? Have you seen that?
I saw the pretzel one, but not the potato chip.
Well, that's... Really?
I haven't seen any of the potato chip.
I've seen tons of people have sent me pictures of this potato chip thing. But Reese's is now out there saying... No.
No to the one?
It's pretzels.
Oh, so wait, now they're saying they're rolling out 2 new big cups stuffed with pieces of pretzels, and then one has the potato chips in it.
Well, then this whole thing's a lie.
So it's like they're sending it out.
What I just read was that the potato chip thing was not happening, but the pretzel thing was happening.
No, it looks like, they have the big cups, the Reese's ones. They said that they're going to have a pretzel version and then one that has potato chips inside of it, too.
Okay.
So I guess they were both right.
What's your takeaway? You want to, first off, would you eat a Reese cup if I gave you one?
Yeah, I would, I think.
Okay.
I used to like them more earlier in my life for some reason, but I wouldn't say no to it.
Well, Nikki, you're more refined now.
I am. I'm a Snickers girl.
Okay. I moved on. I got me a new boyfriend.
That's right.
Okay, so what would you, of the two...
I might go with the pretzel one, I think, better.
Over the potato chip?
I think so.
What if it was a wavy potato chip?
Well, now, no one said anything about that. I just want the potato chip then.
Yeah.
I like Snickers and wavy potato chips.
She does. Okay, so you would take the pretzels over the potato chips.
I think so.
Do you think either one of these sounds good?
Yeah, it's worth trying. I mean, it's candy still. It doesn't matter. It's a candy bar.
Okay. That's probably the best answer. It doesn't matter. It's candy.
So these big cups, which they've had for a while, it'll be March 21.
Okay.
So
March, so like not till next year? I thought it was coming November.
Hang on. That's the pretzel one. The potato chip one will be March 21. The pretzel version will be all the time. The potato chip one should be a limited time.
Great. Let me tell you what. Everything they say is coming out next year. It's not.
It's not going to. It's already made. These are already made.
It's not. I've seen so many things just get delayed and pushed back. Black Widow, delayed again. They're just pushing stuff off.
I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
Ooh, I wonder if it's any good. What if
Black
you and
Widow or the Reese's thing?
Let's stay on Reese's. We'll get to Black Widow later. What if we just took a potato chip and ate it with...
Now, it's not like they're covered potato chips. It's the big cups, and so pieces of the potato chips are shoved into the big center, just like the pretzel one will be.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is what if we took a chip and put a Reese cup on top of it and just... No, I mean, you just take a bite. So you're taking a bite out of both.
Honestly, it'd probably be about the same.
But is it good?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Maybe we should try it.
Maybe the Riot would sound better if they spent less time improving their lives at their gym. That was sarcasm. It's the Riot on RadioU.
Other things that you should have enjoyed while they were there were the donuts that Chris brought on Monday.
Yeah, I don't know where. Like, he didn't say how long he had them.
He told me.
How long?
He said, "Hey, free day old donuts."
So you got them on Sunday?
So he had a box of Dunkin' that he picked up on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What day is it now?
Today's Wednesday. Hey, it's Wednesday.
Wow, look at us.
It's almost the weekend.
We're just
Not really, but
we're just moving right along.
We are. What a speedy week it is.
Look at us making it happen.
So on Sunday, he brought them in on Monday. It wasn't like a full box, but I think I peeked in and there was a few options.
There were some options. And that box, as you are no doubt probably already aware, knowing the behavioral patterns of the RadioU staff, as you no doubt do, that box is still on the break room table.
Even if there was no donuts in there, the box would still stay.
It would still be there.
I don't know why we can't throw away boxes.
Nikki, we get attached.
Or there'd be half or like a crumb.
Yes. And you're like,
just in case someone wants it.
Somebody else might want this crumb, so I can't throw it away.
I think sometimes certain people leave a little portion of it so they don't have to throw away the box.
Throw away the box.
Just because.
the empty box is too heavy to get it all the way over there to the trash can.
It's not like the table and the trash can are very far apart.
About 6 feet.
But it happens.
Yeah. So Nikki and I noticed this actually 2 days running now. I opened the box and I was like, look at that. This was Tuesday morning. There's one donut left.
That's a cake donut, right? Is that what it's called?
It's the cake donut that has nothing on it.
It looks dense.
Why do they even make that donut?
Some people, I think, like to put it in their coffee.
Okay, all right. So then Wednesday morning, there's the box.
Donut's still in there.
Let's check. Donut's still there.
Why don't you have it with your coffee?
I don't want it.
Maybe you'll like it.
No, I'm not just saying that as like I don't want that donut. If I'm going to have a donut, okay, if a fresh box of donuts walks themselves in here, I'm having a donut.
Sure.
Because I want one.
Maybe two.
I don't want that.
So let's throw it away.
No, let's leave it there and see how long it lasts.
It'll stay there forever.
Will it?
It will.
You know what happens? The only way that happens is that Michael throws it away. Because, Hudson's not coming in it's time for me to throw it away.
No, even though I had to laugh.
Sydney's not coming in this has been enough.
I don't know what we're eating and who's eating what, but in the trash when I came in this morning, there's this giant can of baked beans. And I'm like, wait, are we eating baked beans here? Is this what we're doing? Are we making baked beans during the day? And I know Hudson went through a hot dog phase, so maybe is he back on the hot dogs?
Hey, we have a hot dog toaster in the break room.
Isn't
that
it?
is his.
Yeah, that's his hot dog toaster.
So that seems. I could see Hudson, but the other side of that is I could see Chris too. I can see Chris in there. He's in there using pots and pans, making lunch.
Yeah, that's true. And he's just, which you think we can handle, but sometimes the stove gets left on, so we're not supposed to.
He's in there eating venison and baked beans.
That's what I was worried about. But I saw it was like a family-sized can of beans. What is this?
Someone was really hungry.
Very much so.
And you know what? That was probably $2. So,
that's why I think someone ate the whole thing for lunch or dinner.
It was very filling.
Yeah.
How economical.
But no one wants the cake donut. So there's one very dry-looking cake donut in the break room.
Yeah, so if anybody wants one, we'll throw it out the window at you. Stop on by.
No, that might hurt you. It's curbside pickup. We'll leave the box on the curb, and you can just have it.
You see whoever wants to come and get it. Just kidding. Don't come here. We'll call the police.
Oh.
What?
We just won't come to the door.
No, not even allowed to.
And remember, we have several doors. You're not getting in.
Please don't say it like that.
Unless you have
don't
free
make
donuts.
Don't make it a challenge,
But if they have new ones.
Everything you love about the Riot, plus a handy-dandy fast-forward option. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
So it's that time of year when everybody's getting their last little hurrahs out before we go into the holiday shopping season. And it sure feels like Christmas is going to be a little less
lower
this year. It feels like the noise for Christmas will be less.
I don't know. I've seen the trees and the toys at Costco, so that's usually how I judge things on when it starts.
That's fair. Now, today it's Amazon's turn. They're going to do a big hullabaloo about their new products for the fall.
But it's not the Prime Day, is it? Is this their...
No. They say Prime Day is probably going to be, I think, October 13th.
Yeah, they go back and forth between canceling and postponing it, but yeah, it's supposed to be next month.
So sometime next month for that. And that's basically hey, this is Black Friday, but it's in the summer. Except now it's in the fall.
Now it's in the fall. It's like, what to do? Oh, well.
Do with that what you will.
So what are they doing today?
So today they say we'll get new Alexa and Fire TV products. So do you need a new Fire TV?
I don't have any Amazon smart device products. I got everything else, but I don't have any Amazon ones.
I can't be too snotty about this. I have an Amazon Fire Cube. It was purchased... there was a gift card involved. There was a discount.
You just don't like it as much as you thought you would? Or
no, it's the other way around. I love it.
Oh, you do?
That's the part that I feel most embarrassed about is that for some reason I'm fine with Google listening to all my conversations and Apple listening to all my conversations. But boy, the idea of letting Amazon do it just seems ridiculous.
Is that too much for you?
But yeah, I have an Amazon Fire Cube and love that thing because the reason I ended up getting it was it's a universal remote. And so that means that you can set it with your TV, and if you program it correctly, it will control everything.
Sure.
And without any other attachments or anything like that. And I had heard that it worked well. So last Christmas, I gave them my gift card. The very next day, they shipped it away.
Oh, I love the Christmas song.
And the fire cube came, and I've loved it.
Well, more coming today.
It's so lazy, but I've never felt more like a Roman emperor than when I, sit on the couch and command the television to obey my every will.
I love it, though, because it's like... It's not as fast as if you just turned it on, but it's
close.
It's close to it.
Well, okay. I'll say this, that you say that. I had a Logitech Harmony, and I was using Google to control that.
Yeah.
That's like, go make some coffee and tell it to turn the TV on. Maybe you'll have your TV on. With Alexa, I tell it, and it just goes, okay, and turns it on. So, yeah, a little bit faster with the remote. But, Nikki, all the effort of moving
don't have to get up
fingers.
And do anything.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's today if they're going to have announcements on some of the new stuff.
Is it healthy eating so many snacks, chips, and Oreos every single morning? No, of course not. But they do it for you.
Too many guys got the stomach for this line of work.
That's real love. It's the Riot on Radio U.
In these trying times, we find ourselves very much... Can you guys hear it?
They're working... They're working outside our building. They're like tearing up the parking lots. And I don't know if you guys can hear it on your end. We can still hear it in our headphones, but there's going to be a lot of noise for the next few days. They're working on it through like next Tuesday.
We're probably going to have to shut down. Like, I don't know if I can.
Hey, sorry, boss, we can't come in. The guy's out there. What's that called? Like a little construction thing. What is it called?
I don't know.
It's not an ATV, but like, what's the little
a forklift?
It's not a forklift though. It's a bulldozer. Does that work? Is that it? It's a bulldozer. On. He's just out there bulldozing. He's just doing his thing.
Just what he does?
Yeah, it's fine, but it's loud.
Do you think that, first off, that guy makes more money than we do?
I don't know. It is a specialty job.
He does.
So probably.
Right now, he's making more money than we are.
Yeah.
1. 2, do you think that's fun? Like operating a bulldozer? Because I'll tell you what I imagine.
Tearing stuff up? Yeah, it is.
I imagine like putting on some headphones and just being like, I'm wrecking crap all day.
You can have so much fun with that.
Like, what are you doing? Now, I'm not saying there's no skill involved. I'm not. I am in no way undercutting the skill required. But at the end of the day, he is still knocking stuff over and digging stuff up. Like, that sounds cool.
It does. And they're all out there doing that. Corey and Andy, thank you. It's a skid steer sort of thing. That's what it's called. And yes, that's what he's out there doing.
I don't know. It's a bulldozer still kind of.
It was so loud yesterday that the windows were shaking in the building because they just had this. I don't want to describe this because I'm having a hard time describing things, but this really long, huge thing that just ate up the ground. Totally ate it up.
Nice.
So it's a process over there.
It's awesome.
But by next week, we should have a nice parking lot.
See, from like people like us, the normies, like we don't know how that stuff works. I saw where a friend of mine in Vegas, they have a big area where you can pay to go out and just use those machines.
Oh, you can?
Right.
So kind of like learn what it's like?
It's like a theme park thing where you can go to Vegas and drive a really fast car or you can drive a skid steer.
That's awesome.
I know. That's what I thought. I was like, dude, I kind of would be up for that.
You know how we're in our room just doing our thing here for the show. I didn't want to go outside and be like, hey, guys, could you keep it quiet while this show's going?
We're for a couple of hours.
The new Peacock app. We're talking about that and other things.
Could you guys not start working till it's really hot outside?
Yeah, that's the worst.
Could you guys, right now, I'm sure it's probably the best time to do this work.
Which is why you're here early.
If you guys could just wait until it's super hot, that would be great.
Thank you. So then, because you're interrupting us.
Yeah.
With your equipment.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
So if you hear any of that, that's just next to us. So it's fine.
I feel like I opened the blinds. I feel like I need to go shut them again because it might.
Yeah, we won't notice them as much.
Because it might. And maybe it'll get a little bit of the sound. Just like a little bit.
They're all out there. You can just say hi to them. They're back in that corner.
Pressed up against the glass. Hi.
Well, they're not staring at us. They're just out there working.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine.
But if you want to go out and drive one of the pieces of equipment, there he is. It's a Bobcat.
How much? How much do you think I would have to slide them for them to let me to just take a spin around the parking lot?
I bet you they would let you.
Worst of the Riot. Radio U.
So, Cineworld, you're like, that sounds delicious.
Doesn't it sound like the Cinnabon? But it's not, isn't it? Movies? Or?
Yes, they own Regal Cinemas, which I don't think I go to Regal. I don't.
No, that's the one over there.
Yeah, we
go to the one over there.
You guys know the one over there, not there. Yeah, we like that one.
We actually, I don't mind the Cinemark one near us, but the seats are just not as comfortable. There's something about
it. They bought, in fairness, they didn't install those seats. They bought that place from another company, and that company put in some of the worst seats. They're just terrible.
The ones we go to are so broken in that it's wonderful.
Yes, it is.
They have some rips in them, but that's fine. You figure it out. But, they're just not as comfortable at the other place.
Yeah, that's like having another pocket. You shove it down in there. It's no big deal. So they say that they are... they're having a rough time.
Cinemark is?
Yes. No, it's Regal. Cineworld. Cinemark is another company.
Okay. There's too many.
I know, right? They say that they don't have any, I guess they must have had an earnings call or something. They're like, hey, we don't know what's going to happen. They're trying to work with banks and stuff to basically stay open. Yeah. I noticed that the one theater, the one over there, that we like to go to.
We just like to say that to you guys because you're like, which way are they pointing?
Where? Which one?
Where are you talking about?
That one. They are down to one showing a day. They were
doing
yeah.
Oh, really?
On tonight, for example. One showing.
Well, I think it's just too hard to do the cleanings and all the stuff.
Sure.
So they have it. Most theaters are just down to smaller showings anyways. Oh, but that's not so good.
Now, on Fridays, they're doing 3 showings. I keep playing with the idea of going to the movies tomorrow. I don't know if I actually will.
Well, it's not also just can they have the showings? What are they showing?
Well,
that's the other question.
Tenet's still there.
I think they're out of other options.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Ghostbusters.
Jaws.
It's always, and the Mutants one.
New Mutants is there.
Yeah.
And I saw, this does interest me, is that they've recently done you ready? You guys ready for this? A 4K scan of Akira. Which is a Japanese anime film that is...
Well, it's a wonder that there's only one showing a day.
How can that be, right?
It's shocking, isn't it?
It'll be coming to video soon, but they
Not soon enough.
It's in theaters this weekend.
Oh.
And they're probably thrilled about it. They're like, yeah,
we
got a movie.
Something's there.
So that I saw on the list for tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And you know what? I hope I'm in bed then.
Our fundraiser will be over, though.
The fundraiser's going to be over, and my plan after the fundraiser is to sleep forever.
Yeah, I don't know if the answer is we don't want to go to movies because we feel unsafe with COVID stuff.
It's not that.
I don't think that's it. I think it's a combination of the showings times are just off from when a lot of people would tend to go.
They're off for me personally.
Yeah, and there's just not as many options of showings, and there's not a lot of movies that you would actually go out to go do. So I don't know.
It's tough. I've thought about they're also showing Goonies. They have Goonies as well.
It's all the old stuff. Eric saw Tenet and he saw it at like a 10:30 at night one.
Yeah.
And he said there's like 6 or 8 people and that was it.
I still want to see Tenet. The good news is since no movies are coming out, there's no rush.
In case you're wondering, yes, we do get complaints.
They have gone too far. This time, they are going to be held accountable.
You're listening to The Riot on Radio U.
I'll tell you this right now, KFC should just quit now. Because the people of Pringles, they won the war.
Well, the Pringles sweet corn one, that's good.
It's so good.
That's good. But what did KFC do?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're working with the Russians. Trying to probably ruin the election, I'll bet.
Is this it?
Is
this how it gets in?
They are telling everybody, we're working with the Russians. Kentucky is in league with the Russians? That is the heartland, Nikki. That is the heartland. There it is. What are we doing?
What are they doing then?
I'll tell you right now, KFC's working with Moscow's 3D bioprinting solutions. They're printing people.
No, that's not what that is.
I'll tell you what they want to do. They want to come up with the world's first lab-sourced chicken nugget.
Oh, so it's not... It's made of...
It wouldn't be like chicken. It would be made of people.
No. See, that's not what the article said. I think you're taking liberty with it.
That's because I'm from America, Nikki. That's why I'm taking liberty. And that's why I'm concerned about what is going on here. I will take my liberties.
I knew the second I said liberty.
But that's what the Russians want to do. They want to take my liberties.
That's the wrong word to use.
Come on.
You
did that.
I know I did. So it's a lab-made chicken. So it's not made. It's chicken cells and plant material that recreate the taste and texture of natural chicken while keeping the animal involvement to a minimum. So that's what they say.
One of two things happens. We are on the verge of a glorious new age of man and animal living together, or we are about to invent new diseases that make COVID-19 seem like a joke.
No, I think then the animals will take over. Like we'll just be overrun with chickens and all this stuff.
So we're not killing them off anymore. Now they're everywhere.
I don't know. So KFC basically is working with this company. They're going to provide the scientific side of it, the chicken cells and stuff, while KFC provides the bread, the spices, and the other ingredients, so it tastes like KFC. They hope to have the final nugget design ready for testing in Moscow by fall of this year.
Let me tell you what, Nikki.
What?
The good Lord and the Colonel.
And the Colonel wouldn't stand for this.
Already came together for the perfect chicken recipe. And I don't need no Russian involvement in my chicken to feed me some lab-grown fake whatever.
Sure. Well, they're saying
First they're messing with my elections, and now they're messing with my chicken. I will not have this any... It's broken.
It's broken. You can't play your
Got no music. I don't even see it. It played the birthday music instead.
And they're getting involved in your thing.
I'm telling you right now, even my music beds are verklempt at the very idea of Kentucky and Russia working together.
So a couple other things are saying why this partnership might be something that you see more often in the future is that, you know, it's technically, would it be plant-based? Yes, I guess, even though it has chicken. I don't know how that falls in the...
Well, they say the idea would be like, okay...
No chickens were harmed in it.
One chicken died.
But then the rest are fine. Yeah, and it also provides, they're saying, a more stable supply of food that isn't tied to the ups and downs of chicken farms, which can be more expensive, less expensive, enough to not enough if they have like a shortage and stuff. So they're saying that that's why they're working towards that.
You could have yourself a Russian printed chicken nugget. You know what?
Would you even know?
I don't know. You know what? I would try it for sure. But I'll tell you, then after that, I'm out.
Maybe it'd be better.
Well,
because sometimes I go to KFC and the chicken places, and man, they're ups and downs for sure.
I will say, if you're eating at KFC already, you've made some compromises.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no, I missed it. Do it again.
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
A bear doesn't poop in the woods. He poops in your car.
That's a better spot.